Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a video y'all have been asking for. I've been thrifting these gold bifold and trifold frames. I even have these little ones. Look how cute these are. And I also have some wood ones. So I have several ideas for these that we're going to do. And then I also picked up these doilies a few weeks ago from the Goodwill bin. So I have a couple of these big ones, and then I have some smaller little pieces. I have some ideas, so we'll see if that works out. And I'll probably throw a few other projects in there. But first, I need to clean off this mess, and then we're going to get started on these projects. And I want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Hi, it's Future Julie here. Real quick, I want to tell y'all to stay tuned till the end of the video because I'm going to tell y'all about a Christmas in July sale that I'm having. Also, we're going to do an unboxing haul. Here's a little sneak peek right here. So y'all definitely stay tuned for that. I think the first step to getting these bifold and trifold frames to look updated and expensive is going to be the paper choice. This is some watercolor paper that I ordered off of Amazon. It has a beautiful texture and color to it, and it comes in lots of different sizes and colors. You cannot go wrong with bird artwork. This is IOD's Birds and Bees stamp, and I'm thinking these birds on branches will look very beautiful on this paper. I'm going to be using IOD's black ink. I'm going to ink up my stamp, and then I'm going to stamp it onto the watercolor paper. If you want to make sure you get even pressure on your stamps, you can use a brayer and just keep one hand on the stamp. That way it doesn't move, and then use the brayer. These birds stamped beautifully on this paper, and since it's watercolor paper, I think we should try some watercoloring. So you're going to want some water, of course, and I'm using Fusion's Lichen and Seaside. You're going to want brighter colors because it's going to be very muted. The first thing I'm going to do is just add water where I want to add the paint. That way I have more control of it. Now you're going to dip your paintbrush in your paint, and then you're going to dip it in the water. I always like to go on the side of caution and start lighter and then go darker because you can always add more, but it's going to be hard to take it away. You see how, look how cool that is. Since I added that water, it's just kind of flowing now. I actually think I did too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a dry paper towel and I'm just going to lay it over the top and push down on it. There we go. That's more of the look that I'm going for. And then if you want it darker in some areas, you can go back. But since I put that water on there first, I have lots of time to play with it and get the exact look that I want. So I can kind of dab in a few areas if I want to take some of it away. Okay, now I have some fresh water and I want to add a little bit of green to these leaves. Again, we're just going to do the tiniest bit of color. All right, I am no watercolor artist, but I am very happy with how these came out. You could add brown to the branches if you want it, but I think it looks good as is. Y'all, let me know what y'all think. Do I have a future as a watercolor artist? It's definitely super easy with the help of the IOD stamps. This paper is a little bit see-through, so that's definitely a look that you could do, have a darker background, but that's not the look that I'm going for. So I have some white cardstock, and I'm just going to glue it to the backer of this frame. And then I'm going to glue my artwork onto the white paper. And this doesn't fit perfectly into the frame, so it's also going to kind of give it a three-dimensional effect as well. If you wanted it to the paper to completely fit the frame, then I would have had to use a bigger piece, but I love the way it looks. You're going to be able to see all of these raw edges. I did not realize this until I pulled the glass out, but it actually has a photo stuck to the glass. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to completely take the glass out of this art piece. I actually been doing a lot of artwork around my house without glass. I think that is also a more updated, modern look. For the gold trifold frame, I want to use IOD's Fruitful Harvest stamp. You get 2 stamp pages in this one, and there's lots of fall leaves and also some fall pumpkins. I want to use 3 leaves from the Fruitful Harvest stamp. I feel like this will be not only perfect for fall, but just like with the bird stamp, I feel like leaves are a classic look. When I went to Atlanta Market, I saw a ton of blue artwork. So I actually want to stamp these leaves with the China Blue IOD ink. I think it would also be fun if you watercolored the background a different color blue. I feel like there's so many options you could do here. I think the combination of blue and gold is very beautiful. I'm putting my stamps on this piece. It's called a thin mount and I use it all the time for my stamping. And of course, I'll have a link in the description below of all of the products that I'm using in this video. While I'm stamping these, I want to tell y'all about another idea I had for these trifold pieces. How cute would it be if you put a picture of your baby in the middle and then you stamped their foot and their handprint on each side? I think that would be so precious. Or if you had 3 kids, you could put one of each of the little footprints or handprints in there. I think that would be so cute. Look how beautiful this China blue looks on this white paper. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did in the previous project. I have my white cardstock and I'm just going to glue my stamped watercolor paper to it. I think the biggest thing to keep in mind when you're using these trifold frames to update it is to use a mat. You see how outdated this looks with just a picture? If you would put a nice crisp white mat in here with a smaller picture, I think that will look so much better. You can see how the texture of the paper really enhances the look here. Also had another idea. What if you stamp this in gold so it just be gold and white? I think that would be absolutely beautiful. So what do y'all think about this? Are y'all inspired to go find some trifold and bifold frames? For the small gold bifold frames, I'm thinking IOD's Entomology or Milio's Pages is going to be our best bet. It is filled with all of these smaller transfers like these little butterflies. Also, look at these beautiful birds. These would have also been a great option on the bigger wooden ones where I stamped the birds. That would have also been really pretty. And then the Milo's Pages is just tons of different florals, eggs, fruits, vegetables, bugs. I think we're going to use some of these. More butterflies, fish, and mushrooms. Both of these IOD transfers are just such a great value because you can get so many projects out of these. I know that I certainly have. First thing I need to do is cut the paper to size. So I just have the backer. I'm going to trace it out and then I'm going to cut it with some scissors. This time I'm not going to worry about showing the edges since these frames are so small. We're just going to have the white paper as our full backer. I tried to choose something different for each set. So we have some butterflies, some onions, some florals, and some beetles. So if you've never used a transfer, it comes on a white backer. You want to pull that off and take your transfer tool and you're just going to rub over the image. It should come off very easily on paper. There you go. Look how cute that is. All right, are y'all into the beetles or not? So I'm just going to do the same thing with each image and then we're going to put them back in the frames and then these pieces will be done. So I feel like I gave y'all a few ideas with these trifold and bifold frames. You could do stamps, you could do transfers, you could do your own photographs. I think the biggest thing to get a more updated look out of these is to make sure to have a nice white area, either a large mat or a small image with a white background. And I really feel like that is going to update the look of the bifold and trifold frames. I just have to show y'all up close how beautiful these florals came out on this paper. I hope y'all are enjoying the video so far. I want to take a minute to tell y'all about the sponsor of today's video, Squarespace. Whether you are just getting started or you're already an established brand, Squarespace has everything you need to power your e-commerce website and grow your business. They make it very easy to design your website with these ready-to-use templates, and you can even narrow down your search results by clicking exactly what you need. So if you're an online store and you're a local business, it'll give you these options to work perfectly for your business. You can also preview how that design would look on a computer, a tablet, and a mobile device. So if you have been nervous about starting a website because you don't know how to design one, don't worry guys, Squarespace has got you covered. So if you think you're ready to start your own website, y'all go check out squarespace.com/Julie's Designs and Signs, and they are giving my viewers 10% off when you use code Julie's Designs and Signs at checkout. I'll have everything linked in the description for y'all. Now let's get back to some DIY projects. I want to show y'all another project I was working on while filming this video. I love wood bowls and I always pick them up at the thrift store when I find them for a good price. But I don't always love the finish on it. But there's an easy way to fix that. You could paint it, of course, but I love the look of raw aged wood. So all I did was I sprayed oven cleaner on here, left it out, sprayed it off with a hose pipe, easy peasy, and you get this beautiful raw wood aged look. So if you find pieces at the thrift store that are wood that you love, but you don't necessarily like the finish on it, y'all definitely try the oven cleaner method. It really does work. So I'm gonna go outside and finish up this bowl. Here's the bowl all done. I really love the color variations in it and the crack. It looks exactly like every old bowl that I owned. Now I want to take Dixie Belle's Grunge Gray and apply to this. You could leave it as is if you like the way it looked, but I want to apply the Grunge Gray because it's going to add some gray to this bowl. The wax is really going to get into the grains of the wood, and it's also going to seal up this piece since it's a wax. So you're just going to apply it to the entire bowl. And then you're going to take a paper towel and you're just going to wipe back all of the excess. So here is the before and here is the after. So not only did it add this beautiful gray tone to our wood, but it also conditioned it and sealed it. All right, let's work on these beautiful pieces. So I'm going to take one and lay it flat, and then I'm going to take another and lay it on top. I also thrifted this beautiful lace. I love the way the two of these two pieces look together. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the lace and I'm going to thread it through the two pieces. Okay, never mind. Change of plans. I did not like the way that was looking when I was weaving it through. So what I decided to do is cut some shorter pieces and I'm putting it through and then tying it together. Now I'm using all the same color of lace, but I think if you used all kind of different laces, that would make an even more shabby chic look. So I feel like this is a project you could have a lot of fun on. Now I would start with a little bit longer pieces because it's going to be easier and quicker to tie, and then you can go back and cut them shorter if you want. But I think this is going to be a lot prettier look than just weaving the lace through. I got all of the sides done and I was actually running low on lace, so I decided to bend over the top, and I actually think this is going to be a happy accident and a cute little added detail. Now, if you follow me, you know that you always pick these little purses up when you find them at estate sales, garage sales, or thrift stores, because we don't want the purse. We want the handles. Now I'm out of lace, so I think I'm just going to take some jute twine. I'm going to wrap it around my handle and the basket a few times and tie it up, and this should hold it in place. So I'm going to tie this handle on this side. Look how cute that's going to look. And then I'm going to put another handle over here. Raise your hand if when I started this project, if you knew what direction I was going to be going with this. I love the way that the other project came out so much that I want to try to make another one, but just a little bit different. So I have these 2 pieces of wood that were in my stash. I just cut them down to size and I drilled a hole on each side. And now I'm going to glue each of the pieces of wood to one side of the doily or crocheted piece or whatever you want to call this. So I'm going to add some hot glue and then I'm just going to put my wood piece on top. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Now you could tie the edges up with lace like I did on the other project, but I'm actually going to keep this one open because when I'm styling it, I'm envisioning having maybe like a long piece of garland in the center of it. So I'm going to keep it open, but like I said, you could tie up the edges if you wanted. Now these wood pieces are going to keep the top nice and stiff, and I had this beautiful brown colored lace in my stash, and I'm going to be tying it through the holes that I made in the wood to create the handles. Now let's do something with these little pieces. So I'm sure you've seen little plants like this at the Dollar Tree or the Dollar General. They usually don't have a cute pot. This one actually does, but this is what I have, so we're going to use it. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put this little piece on it. And actually the brown paper with this is adorable. So this is just a super easy project, but look how cute that looks. One more quick idea. I have this wired jute cord from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut off a piece. I'm going to take it and put it through the loop right here and just twist it around and do the same thing on the other side. And we're going to make an adorable little hanging basket. You could put a little plant or some floral in it. Y'all, oh my gosh. How precious is this? So if you enjoy these projects, as you can see, I have a few left over. I also have some of the bigger ones, and I'll have them available on the website if you want to do some of these on your own. All right, guys, I hope that y'all enjoyed the projects in today's video. Y'all leave a comment below. Let me know what was your favorite. I think mine was the gold trifold frame with the white paper and the blue ink. I just thought it was an absolutely gorgeous combination, and I just loved the way that that one came out. So y'all let me know what y'all thought about that project. Now it is July. I did not do any Christmas in July videos this year. I haven't been home that much in July, but I figured we could still do a Christmas in July sale. So I've never done this before, but the entire website is going to be 10% off all weekend. So you could stock up on all of your paintbrushes and paint supplies, also stock up on your paint, your IOD products. Everything is 10% off, y'all. So definitely go check out my website, juliesdesignsandsigns.com. Also, the vintage drop is coming up next week on the website. If you don't know what that is, all month long, I thrift, I shop for items. And the first Wednesday of every month at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, it all becomes available to y'all on my website. And as you know, because I've been talking about it in my past few videos, I went to Atlanta Market. I was super inspired, as you have seen, but I also did buy a few things, and those things have started to come in. So I'm going to be adding those into the vintage drop as well, but I figured I would show y'all what I bought. Now, you're not going to see my website just becoming full of wholesale stuff. I was very, very picky about what I purchased, and I feel like it's things that if I was out thrifting or shopping, I would absolutely buy, or items that I would put into my own home. Let's start with this beautiful piece right here. It's called a sheep and a lamb, but I feel like this looks like a sheep. I don't know. So it could be what you want, but it is absolutely beautiful. It is heavy, but it's not cement. But I think they've done a beautiful job of giving it an authentic old look. And I am absolutely obsessed with this piece. I think it's beautiful, and I would think it will look amazing in your home. I got these two little pieces right here. Y'all know I love anything with a scalloped edge, and they come in two different sizes. Now, they do have candle holders in them. However, I think they would also look very pretty if you just wanted to use them for greenery. So it has multi-functions. They do not come as a set. They will be sold in two different sizes, but you could buy both of them if you wanted. Also have some of these beautiful, cute little buckets in three different sizes. It has a little wooden handle right here and this beautiful bird print. I feel like this is absolutely something that I would create. So you could pick whatever size you wanted. So this is small, this is medium, and this is large, and this would be great just as is. You could put a plant in it, you could put some greenery in it. The bigger one would look really cute with maybe some kitchen spoons and a little tea towel, a little greenery. Lots of different options. I just thought those were adorable. And then y'all know I love birds, y'all know I love spindles. I actually made something almost exactly like this, in a video. So when I saw these, I was like, I have to have them, y'all. It is a wrought iron bird on a spindle. Why do I not have a stack of books? But you can imagine this would be so cute on a little stack of books. I love all of this. I love all of this. And then these are the last two things that I have to show y'all. It's some little rusty, crusty breadboards with a pocket. So again, some greenery. If you have like grandma's recipe or something, you could put that in there, sticking out. A little tea towel. I feel like there's so many options for these. If you have a skinny wall, this is it's probably about a foot. So if you have a skinny wall, I think these would look really pretty stacked together. Again, these are going to be sold separately, so you could pick what size you want, or you can buy them both together. But I just thought these were so me. So y'all definitely let me know what y'all think about the items that I picked out. And like I said, they will be available in the vintage drop coming up. It's going to be August 2nd at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on my website, juliesdesignsandsigns.com. And if you are interested in starting your own website, y'all make sure y'all go check out squarespace.com/juliesdesignsandsigns, and they are giving my viewers 10% off, and I will have the link to all of that in the description below. Once again, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and I will see y'all in the next one.